Before diving into this episode of the Everything 90s podcast, I want to give a shout out to 4 amazing fellow Mariah Carey fans and listeners of the podcast for participating in the Everything 90s Mariah Carey album bracket. So, shout out to Callum from One of Us is Bored podcast. His winning album was The Emancipation of Mimi, as well as Renee, also known as Sweetheart_Misfit on Instagram. Her winning album was also The Emancipation of Mimi. And Gareth and Gia from the Obsessed podcast, their 2 final albums in the final round was Caution and Butterfly. And to find out which album won out of those 2, be sure to check out their podcast episode on this bracket. And last but not least, B from 90s R&B University, aka my big bro. His final winner for the bracket was Butterfly. Thank you so much for participating. And if you're just hearing about this bracket right now, you could get a copy and participate by heading on over to Club 90s, the official Everything 90s fan club. Head on over there to get your copy of the bracket. And once you fill it out, you could send me a screenshot and I will post it on my Instagram at Everything 90s podcast. Hope you enjoy the show. In this episode of Everything 90s podcast, I'll be going through a bracket of Mariah's 16 albums to determine which one is her best.
Ooh,
If you are a new listener, I'm your host, Shaleena. I created Everything 90s podcast for folks who grew up in the 1990s like me. And in each episode, I take you on a nostalgic trip, revisiting the pop culture highs of that decade. I hope you enjoy the show. So in this episode, I am joined by 2 very special guests and fellow Mariah Carey fans. I have Camille and Missy from My Sister's Jam podcast. Welcome, ladies.
Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you for having us. Ooh.
yes, thank you for having
So
us. We are
excited for this.
super excited.
My pleasure. How I came across asking you 2 for this episode is because I know on your podcast a while back, you did an episode about Mariah's, was it songs? I think it was her songs.
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, we did her songs. And did we have trouble doing that one and narrowing those down? I swear. Yes.
Yeah.
Our favorite Mariah songs.
I
Mhm.
thoroughly enjoyed that episode. So
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We love
Yes.
doing it.
Appreciate
We
you
love our
listening.
girl.
Yes.
my pleasure. So, listeners, if you are unfamiliar with the My Sister's Jam podcast, Camille and Missy are 2 sisters from Gary, Indiana.
Yes.
And did I pronounce that? Gary? Is that correct?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
And they both have a sincere love of all things music and nostalgia from 80s, 90s, early 2000s. They're currently on hiatus, but you're able to still check out their episodes.
Yes, you are. We are still on. Where are we, sister? We are on Apple
Spotify.
Podcast, Spotify, all 32 plus. Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yep.
And YouTube. You can watch some of our episodes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. So I created, listeners, if you're interested, I created a Mariah Carey bracket that we're going to be using.
Woo.
It's available on my Patreon. I'm old school, so I printed it out and wrote down on
I definitely have a
And
sheet
I
of paper
wish I
next
had
to
a
me as well.
What's that, Missy?
I wish I had a printer to print it out. I put mine in Canva.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to be referencing another screen here and flipping
Okay.
through tabs. So let's
No.
hope I can get that to work.
Okay, no problem. So before we begin, real quick, do you 2 want to share how you became a fan of Mariah.
Ooh.
Where were you when you first heard her songs? What was your first Mariah album? Stuff like
Oh,
that.
so I can say that because between sister and I'm the oldest. I am almost 10 years older. So I was introduced to Mariah first when she first came out, and it was hands down her debut album. I was in elementary school, and when I heard Vision of Love for the first time, and I forced my mom to get me the cassette. I think I got her cassette from Columbia House. I think Columbia House was still a thing in 1990. I can't, don't quote me on that. But I know I had the cassette because I played that thing out and rewound and fast forward in my cassette deck and read the lyrics in the insert for the cassette. Yes, I did. But videos were still very much a thing back then, and that's where I first heard her because I never missed a video show back then. And her Vision of Love video came on. At first, I was like, "Ooh, she's so beautiful. Ooh, she's so pretty," you know. And then I heard her, and that was it. And I wasn't the only one that loved Mariah Carey. Everybody in my X grade class, because I'm not going to age myself. Everyone in my X grade class also loved Mariah. So, and I was singing her with my cousins, and we would sing in the living room. I love Mariah down like since day one.
Love that.
Day one.
Love that. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Camille?
So, like Missy mentioned, she is the older sister. So a lot of my music expertise came from just observing whatever she was doing, right? So I've kind of got like a two-part answer to the question. So I was exposed to Mariah pretty early. Of course, hearing Missy listen to Vision of Love, hearing her listen to another one of her favorites, Breakdown with Mariah and Bone Thugs and Harmony. So I heard that stuff, but personally, my first like real time where I felt like connected to Mariah and her music was the Emancipation of Mimi album. And we will get into that, I'm sure, through the episode. But that's when I first, that's when I first connected with her. So I was a freshman, I think, in high school when that album came out. But it was special to me, you know, given where I was in life. It just, there was a lot going on at the time. And that album just stuck with me. So that is definitely where me and Mariah really got close.
Okay, nice. Thanks for sharing. For me, I was introduced to Mariah Carey through my cousin. Her name's Denisha. Shout out to Denisha.
Hey, girl.
And I was, I think, in grade 5. So in grade 5, I believe Rainbow was her current album.
Okay.
Or no. Glitter. 2001. Yeah, Glitter. But my first Mariah Carey CD, I didn't get a cassette, was Butterfly.
Okay.
So yeah, Butterfly was my first Mariah Carey album, and I remember I got it. My mom got it for me at HMV, and then my second was Rainbow, and then my third Glitter and Charm Bracelet. I owned those, and then Emancipation of Mimi. So those are the only ones I own, like hard copy, like I actually got. But in preparing for this episode, I got to dive deep more into her earlier stuff, as well as her later stuff, because I'm kind of in the middle of her albums, like my familiarity.
And see, that's why I love that we're going to do this, because we have two perspectives here. So you are coming in knowing her more recent stuff. We're immersed in her older stuff, and we'll get to that. Like
Yes,
definitely. Yeah, we'll get all in there. Yeah. So I love this. Like this, it's going to be great.
Yes,
I love that.
All right, so let's get started then, if you are all ready. So the first round, like the first, I guess, quadrant is Mariah
I don't.
Carey versus Caution, and then Emotions versus Me, I Am Mariah. So we'll go with the first one, Mariah Carey versus Caution. Who would like to go first?
Well, I'll go first. Now I'm gonna tell you, Shaleena. I'm gonna tell you. Just from a general perspective, girl, did you have me having to learn and listen to some stuff? Because
same.
I was like, Caution?
What's that?
What's that album? And so I did have to do some listening, and okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the Caution album. So my pick, though, which is your question, is easily Mariah Carey. Easily. Because you know, it's her debut album.
Mm-hmm.
It's a monster debut album. So if you've listened to any other of Me and Sisters episodes, like, we are here for a killer debut. And that's what this was. Mariah came out the gate just chin checking, just killing with Vision of Love. Okay, so if we look at the singles from Mariah, I mean, come on, we have Vision of Love, Love Takes Time, Someday, I Don't Want to Cry, and then There's Gotta Be a Way, which There's Gotta Be a Way wasn't released in the States. It was only released in the UK and like in other European countries. So unless you were someone back then that listened to albums straight through, you kind of really didn't know that one. I didn't know that one, but I knew all the other songs. And Vision of Love is it for me. She had me at Sweet Destiny. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be that girl. Okay. This is going to be that girl. So, all right, I'm here for it. That is my pick, hands down. I mean, what did I find out about Mariah? So, nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys. Vision of Love was nominated for Record and Song of the Year. Okay, this was a heavy hitter. Now, when I got to listening to Caution, I had not heard anything from this album prior to prepping for the show at all. Nothing. But then I started listening to Get the F Out and Ain't No No, and I was like, oh, I like Get the F Out. Okay, I'm with that. Get Out, because Get Out, you know.
Because Get.
Because Get Out My Face, and I think she had another song on one of these albums called Get Out My Face or F Up Out My Face or something. I was like, yes. Yes.
Up Out My Face or something.
Yeah, Up Out My Face. Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, see, Mariah, no, Up Out My Face. And so I'm not mad at it. I loved Caution album. Like, I listened to about a good 5 or 6 tracks from it. I love that album. But no, nothing touches Mariah. Sorry.
All right.
So that's my pick.
Okay. I'm assuming yours is the same, Camille?
I will have to say so, yes.
Okay.
It is the same. I also did not know anything about Caution. And so when I pulled that album up to give it a little spin, I was just instantly skeptical because I said 2018, released in 2018. It was already losing for me. But it was okay. Oh. It had some songs that were cool. You know, honestly, the Get the F Out song wasn't a favorite of mine. I kind of felt like, this is like beneath the Mariah I know. I don't know. It was okay. I did like a No. That was also a jam for me. The song, the title track, Caution, was cool. I kind of like the beat to Caution. It made me feel like when I was in high school, it was given like 06. And I'm like, okay, I like this because I like anything that feels like that time period.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But a lot of Caution was like, I don't know. It seemed like, like she had a song on there, The Distance, where she's talking about we're kissing in public and something about cheerleaders. It sounded like it was like a song for teenagers. And I was like, what are we doing here, Mariah? I don't know. But to my sister's point, Mariah Carey, that debut album, we anything you put up against that, it's going to be hard for it to beat that debut album, because Vision of Love is just
hard.
Vision of Love is too much. Vision of Love is too much. And sister, what did you say? Which one did you say was not released in the States? Was it There's Gotta Be a Way? Oh, okay, yeah. So that one,
Okay.
I was laughing when I heard that. I said, what is this giving? We Are the World? It was definitely giving like We Are the World vibes. But anyway, maybe not my favorite track off the album, but yes. I mean, Mariah Carey's debut album is yeah, she knocked it out the park with that one. So that's certainly my pick for this one. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I feel like you're gonna come at me with this.
No, we're not. This is all in love. All in love.
Girl, that's not how we do.
We listen and we don't judge.
We don't judge over here. No, we don't.
I prefer Caution over her debut album, but if I'm being non-bias-ish, I would say her debut album is the better album. So I have her album as like her debut album won that one. For me, I do like the singles from her debut album. I really love Someday. I think that one's my favorite.
Oh, that was my yes, that was my jam.
And Love Takes Time, I would say.
Okay.
This one, and no disrespect to Mariah Carey or the producers, I just felt like, and there was nothing wrong with it, but like every song seemed like, look, I could sing. Look at these high notes I could hit. Like every other second is a high note, which is fine. She's known for that. But I'm just like, can we like, you know, like stretch it out a bit, or like not to like water her down, like do your thing. This is your debut album. Obviously you're going to show the world what you have to offer and your talent, which is amazing. Like she's my favorite singer. But for me, I like the variety in Caution and like her other
That's fair.
songs. But yeah, I would say I was about to call it Vision of Love. Mariah Carey is the better album.
I mean, it might as well be called Vision of Love because it was a vision of love. That's what it was.
Could have just been an album with one track on it if you ask us. But you know,
this album hits. It hits. You know.
All right. So how about
we get into the cover art for Caution though? I mean,
yes,
girl.
Yes. With the blue.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm here for that. She looks beautiful.
Yes.
But I also did love how she was sweetly singing "You Can Get the F Out." I just love that whole vibe. You can get the F out my house. Yes, get on out.
That is hilarious.
I love that. I was like, I'm gonna do that one day.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the second verses in that quadrant. So Emotions versus Me, I Am Mariah.
So here we are again. Me, I Am Mariah. I had not heard at all. I was like, wow, all this new Mariah.
Right.
It's going to be Emotions for me, because I love my 90s Mariah. That's why I love this whole concept for this show. I'm a 90s Mariah girl. And so Emotions was definitely it for me, because we had Emotions, we had Can't Let Go and Make It Happen as the singles from that one. Now, look, Can't Let Go.
Yeah.
So this was her second studio album, which was a nice, little follow-up. And Can't Let Go alone makes this one the winner for me. But of course, there were other amazing jams on there. She performed Can't Let Go at her Christmas concert that we went to. sister.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yes, she did. She sang it. And I was like one of like 10 people stand up, and I was like, all y'all crazy.
If y'all
All
don't
y'all
get on
crazy.
y'all feet right now.
Y'all better get up and sing this song. Don't act like this wasn't the jam, okay? And I sang it all. That's right. I sang the whole thing. So this is my choice. Now, Emotions didn't do as well as her debut album. It didn't top the charts, while Mariah did top the Billboard charts. So I didn't understand that. But it still did very, very well. And I like how Emotions kind of gives like more gospel vibes than her previous album, because like I feel like she had a choir quite a few of the tracks. And Emotions is one of my favorite songs on the album. Can't Let Go is number 1. But Emotions is probably number 2. It's very disco sounding. It's giving a little bit of disco to me. And you can tell she sampled like Best of My Love by the Emotions in there.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but they didn't give them credit. So she ended up getting sued by Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire, because he wrote that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh, nerve.
Yeah.
Oh, nerve.
Yeah.
That's
so
a
he was
no-no.
like, no. And I heard it too. And I'm not good at samples. Sister is the one that's good at clocking samples. So I actually got this one all by myself, and they didn't give credit. He was like, run me my money. They settled out of court. But yeah, that's what it was given. I heard that Me, I Am Mariah. I did not know this, and I did not like. I'm sorry. I didn't like the tracks that I did have a chance to listen to. I was like, the features had me a little confused. You don't know what to do with Wale. I was like, this it just wasn't giving for me. But I love Mariah. I love my girl. Wasn't doing it for me. So I'm gonna have to go with Emotions. Yeah.
All right. Fair. Camille?
Okay. My turn. All right. I too am going with Emotions. And listeners, don't get bored, because me and my sister will stray at some point in this conversation, I'm sure. So I ain't gonna stick behind her the whole time. We're gonna give a little razzle dazzle. But I am picking Emotions for this round. Again, it's mostly based on the fact that I just am partial to older Mariah. So this other album, Me, I Am Mariah, came out in 2014, right? I also knew nothing about it, so I had to do a little listening before we got together today. Not gonna lie, I liked some of these. Like you said, you didn't like the song with Wale's sister. I actually like that, but a rap feature is gonna win me over instantly anyway. So I was just like, "Hey, Wale, yes,
yep.
you know, I'm here for it. I'm here for Wale." I like the song. Is this the album with she had a song with Miguel on there? Yeah, #Beautiful.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I did like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Another jam on here, Camouflage. Now that was like a little slow jam, and I'm like, okay, this the Mariah I know. I can get behind this. It was feeling a little reminiscent of older Mariah, so I was like, okay, this is cool. So I'm not saying that Me, I Am Mariah is a not good album. It's a good album. Just it came with me over from the old Mariah. Emotions definitely taste the cake, and I felt like with this Me, I Am Mariah album, because I listened to it right after I listened to Caution, and I'm like, I just think I'm just not rocking with the newer stuff. And then so she's got a song on Me, I Am Mariah called Thirsty, and it's just screaming trying to be young and trendy, and I'm like, I would have rather seen her just allow her style to kind of age and mature like as she did. And I felt like she was like trying to hold on to let me do what the young people like type of vibe on this album. And I was like, wish she hadn't done that. I wish she had just leaned into who you are and just keep with the ballads and the love songs and the slow songs. But Emotions is where it's at. Can't Let Go holds a special place in my heart. And in our mama's heart. If you listen to any episode of our show, Shaleena, you know that our mama,
yes,
she be making so she makes us feel a special way with the songs too. Yes, and that was her jam. So it just It just is what it is. I'm choosing emotions on this round, but no shade to me. I am Mariah. It's cool too, but emotions wins
Now,
for me.
real quick, I do want to piggyback off of a point Sister just made. Very true. None of these albums were bad. Like,
Right.
I can't say this album sucked because Mariah's gonna hit those vocals every time. Like, Mariah's
Absolutely.
vocals are never off. So, like, she's going to sing what you put in front of her. It's just like,
It's not my favorite if I'm comparing it to something else.
right,
But
right.
it's still good.
But all
Just
of
not-
these, I listen to them real quick. You know,
Right.
I listen to them.
Exactly. What's your pick, Shaleena? I'm
Okay.
excited to hear.
I actually, there is oh, I was gonna say real quick, there is an album where I felt like wasn't good.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
in my opinion.
Okay.
But for this one, I did choose "Me, I Am Mariah."
Okay.
I just, I guess my bias kind of, I don't know what I was what the standards to judge each by, but for me, I do prefer Emotions more over Mariah Carey, her debut album, because of like, you start to hear a bit more R&B and gospel, where I find with her debut album, maybe like based on her story, it seemed like, is it Sony that she was with, seemed to like very polish it out. I read a quick article, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but the article said that her demos for her debut album was more R&B vibe, but they really like polished it out and made it more pop. Is that
is
correct?
True.
Okay.
And that annoyed the heck out of her. Yeah, that's
Okay.
very, very true.
Yeah.
She hated that.
Yeah, Me, I Am Mariah. This album is new to me as well. Like, I think I listened to it for the first time maybe last year or 2 years ago. But in preparing for this episode, I listened through it from like beginning to end, not skipping. And it, I don't know, it resonated with me more than Emotions. I also didn't like Thirsty on this one. I kind of got that same vibe. I'm like, this doesn't seem like you. But
It didn't. It didn't.
I really, as she drinks.
Right. Look, sips tea. We'll call this tea.
But I really enjoy. I love Beautiful. #Beautiful. The song with her kids, Supernatural, was very cute and lovely. What else? Cry stood out to me as well. Make It Look Good stood out to me.
See, I'm
Camouflage as well. Oh
yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be like, she said this. Let me go and look at this. Let me go and listen to this again.
My note about Make It Look
Beautiful.
Good is that I was intrigued in the first 20 seconds. That's what I noted about Make It Look Good. Intrigued in the first 20 seconds.
Girl, you better write them notes. Come on, notes.
There's no way I'm going to remember how I felt about all these songs. I got to jot a little something down.
Right. I was struggling with that too. Like, wait, which one was that I really liked? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my matchup for
Okay.
that one.
I love it.
Yeah.
And look, I'm gonna love everything everybody got to say, because like
Literally. Because at the end of the day, I think we all love Mariah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
We are gathered here today because we love Mariah.
She's a freaking legend, and you know. So.
Exactly.
But you know, we got to pick and things like that. Okay.
Okay. So, I guess we move on to.
Oh, are we on
second
music box and
oh yes.
Yeah.
Or do we have to
music
choose
box.
now? How do we go?
Oh yeah.
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
Sorry. So
Yep,
from the first quadrant that we picked, what did you choose? So you did. So you guys have Mariah Carey and Emotion. So out of those two, which one moved on?
So for me, out of Mariah and Emotions, Mariah moved on.
Okay.
Mariah moved on for me between those. And that was a little difficult, but only a little bit. Because I don't know, even though Emotions was really, really good, like I mentioned, and I have my thoughts and feelings about Emotions, it's her debut for me. It's,
Yeah.
and kind of to your point, Shaleena, where you was like, I don't really know the standard, to choose. Like, I don't really know. That's so true, because music is so subjective, and you'll lean towards certain albums sometimes just based on where you were at that point in your life,
Mhm.
at that time. Like, oh, her debut album came out when X, Y, and Z was happening. And so, like, it's going to be very hard for another album to be up against that because of just like what it means to you. So that's a beautiful thing about music. It's like, I love it because,
Just
she
because
did
I
a little
love
trap song and I love trap music. So I was like,
Right.
ooh, whatever, so between those two, Mariah moved on for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that I actually am making the decision on in this moment. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Ooh.
Mariah Carey moved on for me too. It was hard for me to decide. But I'm doing it based on, I'm kind of like weighing how many of the songs on the album did I already know and like, and then in addition to that, how many of the ones that I didn't know do I now like? Like, did I discover and be like, oh yeah, this is fire? So the debut album had more of those for me. That
Right.
I'm like, okay, first time I'm playing it, because I had never heard I Don't Want to Cry, and I'm like, this is fire.
Oh, really?
I had never
girl,
heard
that was my
Vanishing,
jam.
and I'm
You
like,
hadn't
this
heard
is
that?
fire.
Ooh.
No, I Don't Want to Cry, Vanishing, and
failed
Alone in
you.
Love are definitely jams, and I didn't know anything about them until I was researching for this today.
no.
So the
Am
debut
I
album,
even your
yeah,
sister
for sure.
real?
You is my sister. You did all you could.
All right. Okay, girl, because I can't believe that. Oh.
But yes, the
Mm-mm.
debut album is the one that moves on for me as well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Drum roll or semi drum roll.
Oh, did I do mine? Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, the I Am Mariah.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of what you like.
Yes. It ain't no shame in music. It ain't no shame. Okay.
That's true.
Yes.
None.
Thank you. I appreciate the love, because I know
Oh,
some
yes,
listeners
ma'am.
are like, what the? Yeah.
And I don't
And that's
like
okay,
people
too.
like that. I mean, because if you go back in some of our old episodes, we've gone on many a rant. You like what you like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So don't come for me.
You like what you like.
Okay.
You like what you
You
like.
like
And
what
this
you
your
like.
show. Your answers are the right
Right.
ones.
Like,
But anyway.
like, don't come to me. Don't come to me about my show. Make you a show and talk
That's
about
right.
what you like. Okay.
All of these
Love
answers
that.
are the correct answer. Okay, so
Oh,
no
Thank
worries.
you.
And all of them. Okay.
Oh, love the
Now that we
validation.
get that out the way.
Girl, we officially the aunties. Okay.
We're
You
old
don't
people.
listen to these people.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so next quadrant is Music Box versus Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, and Merry Christmas versus Merry Christmas to You.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, girl, Shaleena, we just got to give you so much props, because Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel also was not on my radar. I was like, what is this?
Literally.
So I had to go ahead and give a little listen. So I want to break down the singles again, because I feel like that kind of helped me, put things in perspective. So when we look at Music Box, we got Dream Lover, Hero, with okay, right. Okay, I'll get on. I'll get on it. Without You, which is a cover of like this super famous Badfinger song, and Anytime You Need a Friend. And then Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, we have Obsessed, which was the only song that I knew from that album.
Fair.
And then she also did Sister, which I did not know. She covered I Want to Know What Love Is.
Yeah, I learned
love that cover.
today.
Yeah, I was like,
Today.
okay,
I was
go
today
ahead
years
and
old.
cover for her. Right. I
Yeah.
was like, okay. I mean, and she killed it too.
Yep.
All right. And then the other singles were Hate You, Up Out My Face. There it is. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. I like that one. And Angels Cry and It's a Wrap. So I did thoroughly enjoy It's a Wrap because I'm always here for a breakup song and I'm always here for telling somebody to get out and I'm always here for just letting fools know what the deal is. And that's what she did and It's a Wrap. So I'm like, she be doing the breakup songs for me. So that's just always going to be her for me. Now, It's a Wrap though. This here's something interesting that I didn't know about that song. So I listened to it. I liked it. It was released as a single in 2023. So how many years later is that? I'm an accountant, but I can't do math.
Yeah.
So 2029, the album was released. This single was released in 2023 after it went viral on TikTok.
Yep. That's why. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
What in the
I hadn't
world?
seen that dance challenge. Had you seen it?
I have. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm not on TikTok, but like people post on Instagram.
Yeah.
The TikTok trends. But yeah. I was like, oh, she's like, oh, my song's going viral. Let me get my money. Because I think
Absolutely,
all
sis,
songs
'cause-
on TikTok, I don't think they get paid if it's on TikTok. So she's
Right.
like, let me release. She released the fast version because on TikTok it's like the speed up version.
Okay.
Oh.
So she also released that one.
Wow. I
yeah.
thought that was so interesting. I was like, wait, is this a typo? It was released as a single in 2023. So I did some reading. I was like, oh. So I guess she got a little coin. Hopefully she got a little coin after that. And so I liked it. You know, I liked a few songs off of there, but it's Music Box. It's Music Box for me. That's my pick. You know,
Okay.
so with Music Box, she was back on top with a #1 R&B and pop album. Emotions didn't make it to #1. So she came out with this. She back on top again. And Music Box is actually her best-selling album to date.
Really?
Certified diamond.
Better
Yes,
than
it's her,
Emancipation?
yes, it is her
That's
best-selling
crazy
album to
work.
date. Yes.
Oh.
It
Wow.
is certified diamond 2 times over, moving over 28 million copies.
Fascinating.
Oh my word. I did not know
Yes.
that.
Now, I love Music Box. She kind of kept like the gospel vibe going, which I kind of love her. Like, I love her with the gospel vibe. It's kind of like with the choir, with her singing lead. I'm like, ooh, 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 I have all the feels, you know? So
I get that.
now Hero was my fave.
Mm-hmm.
Hero was my fave from that album.
Yes.
I don't know how y'all
it's
feel
good.
about that. It
No,
got some
beautiful
It got
song.
some criticism for cheesy lyrics and kind of sappy cheesy lyrics. When I go back and read them, they are kind of cheesy, but
But that don't mean it's not good.
she sang them though.
Cheesy
so-
can still be good.
right. I mean, you know, like if you read them just like for what they are, you're like, yeah, this is kind of cheesy. Like I could have wrote this. I mean, I could have wrote it, but she sang it though. She sang it, so
Which you could not have done.
But-
So, you know.
Oh,
I could not have sang it. Could have wrote it though. hmm But that's my pick. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Music Box.
okay. How about you, Camille?
All right. Surprise, surprise. I think I'm going to go with Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. And this is surprising to even myself. This is surprising to even myself because I didn't
Come
even
on
know.
with it. Give us the sting.
I didn't even know that Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel existed until I started preparing for this episode. Okay. Didn't know it was a
See,
thing.
look at you, Shaleena. Look at you.
You just turned me on to some
Opening our
new stuff.
eyes.
Like, this is amazing. This is amazing to me because when I saw that these two were up against each other, I'm like, all right, Music Box from 93, Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel from 09. It's going to be Music Box. So I was like, let me just see. Let me just give this
Mhm.
Memoirs a little spinny spin. I was surprisingly impressed. I definitely forgot all about Obsessed. I forgot that was even a song. I forgot all about it. I was like, oh, okay, Obsessed on this album. Cool. So I listened to the rest of the album. There were so many songs on Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel that I liked right away. And that's why I'm giving it the win, because a lot of times with albums, even, I mean, like Beyonce, my favorite artist, right? Even with Beyonce's more recent works, I got to play it through a few times before I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this. But Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, a lot of these songs, I was like, I like this on the first spin. So I feel like that means something. That means something, at least to me, in the way that I know how I connect with music. So I'm like, all right, I think this has something. Now, of course, Music Box fire as well. Full of ballads like I Love from Mariah, Dream Lover, classic. Hero, classic. Wonderful album as well. But I'm giving the win to Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel just because it was able to impress me. And I think that counts for something.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that counts for something. Like, I like Ribbon with the little chopped and screwed vibe. Like, again, it's my era of music. It's 09. That's just after high school. I'm feeling the vibe. I like it. The song on there, The Impossible, I really like that. Like, I was just like, okay, this is a vibe. And I want to spice it up here and give it the win. Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel for me. Final answer.
All right.
When I tell you I'm here for that, I'm here for everything, all of that.
All right.
What you got for us?
For me, I chose Music Box, but I do prefer. I don't know. I feel like I need to listen to Memoir of a Imperfect Angel again, but the vibe of it, I prefer it over Music Box. But I did choose Music Box because of the classics, and I actually didn't know that was her best-selling album. But yeah, for Music Box, I liked Anytime You Need a Friend. Like, I just love the anytime you need a friend. Like, I just, and the choir, like, I just love it. I just love it. And Dream Lover, I love. It's so dreamy. No pun intended, or pun intended. But I love that. And what else?
It's feel good, you know?
Yeah. So Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, this one's also new to me. I never listened to it through before, like in preparing for this was my first time. And I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I thought it was gonna be like this might be a hint to which album I'm not a fan of. But I thought it was gonna be like EMC Squared. It's like, but I liked it. I was like, okay, I wish I sat more with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to it, y'all. Okay,
I did choose Music Box.
Okay, yeah. Y'all gonna make me go back to Memoirs. Okay,
it's worth going back. It's worth a little look.
Hey, I'm sold. Okay, and then Shaleena, you said Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to You. So with this one, I had to go with Merry Christmas to You.
Ooh.
I know. It's a little bit surprising, right?
Yes.
But what I had said was, I said, I'm going to look at this thing as a whole. So, okay. So, Merry Christmas. Of course, we had All I Want for Christmas Is You, which sister can attest. Okay. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm going to play that out every Christmas.
Every time.
I don't care how many times I've heard it. I'm going to play it out. Okay. So, Miss You Most at Christmas Time and Joy to the World. And in Merry Christmas to You, we have Old Santa, Old Lang Syne, the New Year's anthem, and When Christmas Comes. So when I looked at, now, admittedly, I had not heard or looked at Merry Christmas to You, only Merry Christmas. And so I looked at it and I listened to it and I was like, okay, I like this Merry Christmas to You because, you know, both of them are fantastic. Like, she has her covers of some of like our favorite Christmas jams, right? You know, like Oh Holy Night and Silent Night and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So you can't go wrong with those. Like, if you love Christmas music like we do, you're gonna love it. But she did like her own rendition of Charlie Brown Christmas on this one, which I love. I love all things Peanuts. I love all things Peanuts. And so she did Charlie Brown Christmas and sang it. And I was like, I didn't even know you had did this. And so I didn't even know that she had did that. And then another favorite holiday song of mine is Old Lang Syne, or the poem. I love that. It just gives me the feelings at New Year's Eve. You know, it puts me in my feelings because, you know, a year is leaving and all that type of stuff. And so she sang it. And she did kind of like a house dance version of it, which led to a lot of criticism from critics. Like, they didn't like that. They didn't like that she made it a kind of dance record, you know. And so they thought it was kind of disrespectful. But I'm like, whatever. I like it. It's Old Lang Syne. She nailed it. So that took it over for me, over Merry Christmas for me. Because it's like she put like some additional classics on there. Charlie Brown Christmas and Old Lang Syne sold me. So that got my vote.
Nice. That was not my prediction, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, this is going to be Merry Christmas. And then I listened, I was like, oh. Never mind.
Okay, Camille, your turn.
All right. I'm going to be honest. I'm a bad podcast guest when it comes to this round because I was like, I can't bring myself to listen to no Christmas music right now. I just don't want to do it. So I just looked at the track list on both of them and said, let me see, can I make a decision? Now, with what my sister just said, now I don't know. I came prepared with an answer, but I don't know now. I was also going to pick Merry Christmas to You, but my sole reason was going to be just because it had more tracks on it, and I just love Christmas music, and I was like, give me all the Christmas music. If it's more, I want that one. Right. So I was just going to pick that because it was just more songs. I just want more songs. But now that I'm realizing, like, yeah, All I Want for Christmas Is You is on just Merry Christmas. I don't know, and I'm stressed.
It's on that one too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on the second one.
All right, well, I'm sticking with my final answer. Too. Merry Christmas to You. It's got more tracks, and I like all the Christmas. So that's my answer. That holds no weight, and but you know, that's my answer.
That's my bad. I actually had that in my notes that All I Want for Christmas is on the second one as well. So I was like, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, then I'm taking that one. I'm taking Merry Christmas to You. Right. I'm taking all the Christmas music that I can stand, though, for the record. I want it all.
All of it. The way we live for Christmas music, period.
Love that. So this is the first round where we all picked the same album. So I also picked Merry Christmas to You. I did not listen to either of the albums for this episode because, like, I'm the same. I'm like, I can't really get into Christmas music right now. But I have listened to them like during Christmas time. And my favorite on Merry Christmas to You is When Christmas Comes. Like, I just love the dun 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 dun, like the I just I just love that one. And what's the other one I like? Christmas Time in the Air Again. Yeah, Christmas Time is in the Air Again. And the Oh Holy Night, which is also on her first Christmas album, but
right.
Yeah, I like that one.
I love me some good Christmas. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the one with her mom is nice.
Oh, I meant to listen to that one. I meant to listen to the one. Yeah, sister. Her mom has guest vocals on one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Come All Ye Faithful. She's on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
I feel y'all though on the not being able. Now, personally, I wish Christmas was all year round. And I love that Mariah is the Christmas queen. You know, she on a few of those Christmas Hallmark movies too. I was like,
Is she?
yes, girl. She is like a music teacher on one of them. She kind of mean though, but like, she is a music teacher at like a rival high school in one of them. And I was like, I don't like you, but it's Mariah in a Christmas movie, and so I'm here for everything. So
here for it.
Wow.
Every time that came on, I was like, eat my popcorn. Mariah in a Christmas movie. Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all.
Okay.
So where are we now? So we got our.
So you're choosing between Mariah Carey and.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, we're choosing between.
Oh no, sorry. Music Box and
Music Box.
Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, which one moved on? That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, so between Music Box and Merry Christmas to You, the one that I chose to move on was Merry Christmas to You.
Wow.
I know.
That's insane.
I know.
Wow.
I was like, I gotta go on and go with it. I know.
No judgment. I'm just shocked. Wow.
I am too shocked.
I was too. I was very shocked. I was like, I held them up together and I was like, this had more songs like this. It was hitting on too many levels. The Christmas was hitting on too many levels. I mean, she did Old Lang Syne. I love New Year's. I love everything holiday season. She had way too many jams and songs on there. I had to go with it. Yep.
Okay.
That's the one.
Fascinating. This is a pleasant surprise again. Like, wow.
Yes.
This is cool. Camille?
Moving on for me is Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel.
Okay.
Just because, I don't know, I feel like a themed album can't move home. Like, I love it, but I don't know. It's a Christmas album. I don't know. I'm picking everyday music. So Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel moves on.
That's a good point.
Okay. For me, Music Box moved on.
Now that you had Music Box, what was it between for you? Music Box.
For me, it was Music Box versus Merry Christmas to You.
Oh, okay.
So now
Music Box moved on. Okay.
Yeah. So now my box here, the semifinals for this side, is Music Box versus Me I Am Mariah.
Ooh, okay.
So then, what's your
semifinals?
So my
semifinals is Mariah Carey and Merry Christmas to You.
Okay.
Mariah Carey pulled that out.
Okay.
That one pulled out. And what is this? Is this finals? Yeah, it's finals on that side right now.
For
right?
this side.
This side, yep. Okay. So yeah, Mariah, she made it to the finals.
Okay.
What? I gotta decide between Mariah Carey and Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel.
Yeah.
It's Mariah Carey.
Okay, so we have Music Box and then Mariah Carey. Like, those were our picks.
Yes.
That won that side. Okay. Got it. All right, moving on to the right side of the bracket.
Oh, wait, did you say yours? You said yours? Which one is yours? The finals?
Yep, Music Box.
You did Music Box. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I picked that one over Me I Am Mariah.
Got it.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
It's getting tough. It's getting sticky.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So this side, just to give context too, before we begin with this side, the way I ordered the verses is I just took like her earliest album, latest album, put them together. Second last album, put them together. Like, that's how I ordered it. When I got to, we'll get to it, Butterfly and Emancipation, I was like, dang,
Yeah, okay.
Right.
I was like, ooh,
Why did I put those
yeah.
two? But it's just the way that they fell, like the release dates of
Yep.
her albums fell. But so the first quadrant on this side is Daydream versus E equals MC squared, and then Butterfly versus The Emancipation of Mimi.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, did you want me to say both of them
Oh, we'll do
or
Daydream versus E
EMC
equals MC
squared
squared
first?
first. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So with these, Daydream is my pick. So with Daydream, we have the singles Fantasy, which is one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs ever. It's pretty up there. One Sweet Day with her and Boys to Men, Open Arms, Always Be My Baby, and Forever.
Mm.
So that's Daydream. And then we have EMC Squared, which is Touch My Body, which is the only song, I think this is the only song I knew from this album. I was like, oh,
100%.
okay. I was like, do I know any other thing? But the other singles, Bye Bye, I'll Be Loving You Long Time, and I Stay in Love. Which just the title of that one, I'm like, right, Mariah, like I just be staying in love, but like I don't know if it'd be working out for me. But Daydream was an easy win for me this round. So Daydream is her second best-selling album. So we have Music Box first, Daydream is second. Fantasy became the first single by a female artist ever to debut at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100. First single by a female artist, period, at that time
crazy.
that debuted at #1 on Billboard Hot 100. And it stayed #1 for 8 weeks.
I believe it because it's a jam.
Because it is a jam, is what it is. And so I was like, oh, makes sense. But that did blow my mind that was the first one by a female artist to debut at #1. I was like, Mariah Carey has set so many freaking records, it makes no sense.
Wow.
Like,
Insane.
it's impossible to cover the amount of records that this woman has set on these charts with these songs. Like, it's crazy. So while One Sweet Day is not, it's personally not one of my favorite Mariah songs. Like, it's a little bit too depressing for me, but it became the longest running #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 at that time, staying at #1 for 16 straight weeks.
Wow.
Okay, that's crazy. Before it was dethroned, that record was dethroned by Lil Nas X with Old Town Road in 2019. I was like, wow. I mean, that's a jam or whatever, but but okay. So Daydream, it's certified diamond, sold over 20 million copies, got 6 Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year. So easy win for me. Now, on, like I said before, EMC Squared, Touch My Body was the only song I knew. But fun fact about Touch My Body, it became her 18th #1 Billboard hit, which broke the record set by Elvis Presley for most #1 singles in U.S. history. So Touch My Body broke his record. I was like, get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So, I mean, there's no denying the impact of the EMC Squared. Like, Mariah has left her imprint on music, period. But it's Daydream for me.
Love that. Thanks for all those facts too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm learning a lot.
I thought that was so interesting. She be killing it.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, it's Daydream. It's Daydream, easy, hands down. Like my sister said, Touch My Body was definitely the only track I recognized from equals MC Squared. I was just like, what are these other songs? I tried to listen to a few of them. Really, none of them were grabbing me. I was just like, no, next, no. I wasn't into it. But Daydream, I'll Always Be My Baby is definitely one of my favorites. That's one of my go-to karaoke songs as well. I don't know if you heard our karaoke. episodes of our podcast.
I don't think I
But
have.
I like to think of myself as a little karaoke connoisseur. And Always Be My Baby has become one of my favorites because I like to make people's ears bleed when I go out to the bars.
They was jamming with you the last time you sang it. They
girl,
was like, yeah.
they were feeling the vibe, but they were under the influence, so we can't go back to these people. Okay. But yeah, Fantasy, One Sweet Day, Always Be My Baby. Nothing on E=MC squared is topping those. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Short answer, but it's the
Yeah,
fact. Daydream is the winner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I agree
Mhm.
as well. I also chose Daydream.
Mhm.
My favorite songs off of Daydream are Long Ago.
Oh,
I love that one. It's just, I love the beat too. It's just, I feel like it's like a precursor to Butterfly. Like I feel like that song could go on Butterfly.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that connection. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
I also
Tell me
love-
something. Teaching me the things.
I also love Underneath the Stars, but I love the remix better. Love that song.
Do I know that one? Do you know that one, sister?
I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
I
listen to
don't.
that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
listen to
I'm
that
gonna
one.
skip that one in my research.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also listen to the remix that I love.
Oh, of course, we do love a remix. We'll get
We
to
will
that.
yeah, I'm gonna mention that later on. I got that in my notes, sister. You know I got that.
I'm already knowing.
I also like When I Saw You.
Mm.
That one's so beautiful. I love that
You
one.
went in the deep cuts. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, girl.
And I love Fantasy as well.
I loved Fantasy so much when I was young. Oh man, that was just, and the video
It's
and
so fun.
everything. I just loved it all. It was so fun. So good.
Oh.
And she directed it, I believe. I remember reading.
Did she?
Was it in her book? Yeah. She directed
Yeah, I got
that
her
one.
book. I still need to read it. Did you I need to read it.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
It's
it.
it's great. It's a great book. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get in that.
At the end, I'm just like, wow, you deserve all the happiness.
She deserves
Right.
Look,
Like all the stuff you went through. Man.
listen. Nobody will ever make me hate Mariah. You understand? Is that what the young people say now?
Mm.
They will never
Yeah,
make
you
me
never
hate,
made me hate you.
Mariah ever. I want her to have
What
all
the
the
young
things.
people say.
Yeah.
That what they say?
I think it is what they say. I don't know. I am not one of them, but I think they
I'm
say
not
that.
one
Yes.
of them. I don't know what they say.
Oh man.
All right.
EMC squared, similar to, was it Camille that said this? Like none of them really.
They didn't grab me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like For the Record. Did you guys listen to that one?
No.
Oh.
Did
Listen
you?
to that one. That one's great.
Okay.
Because she references her other songs in it.
Oh, love
Okay, I
that.
listened to one and she referenced some of her other songs. It wasn't For the Record though. What the heck did I listen to? See, this is why I gotta take notes.
It might be.
'Cause I know-
That one is so good. It's just so like I'm just like, oh, this is so cool. She's referencing herself, and she can at this point because she has so many
Literally.
albums.
She
Because
can
the catalog is
listen,
crazy.
Mariah could reference herself forever. Like her
Forevermore.
catalog, her record breaking.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yes.
girl, you just breaking records all day, every day.
Maybe that's why she named it.
Yes.
Record.
For the
For the
record,
record.
right? Love it.
For the record. Girl, I will never. You will never.
Connect the dots like you're doing.
Oh
She is
man.
so yeah. She is
Um,
so fire for that. I love her.
oh man.
Yes.
What else is good on here? I do love I'll Be Loving You Long Time. That's a cute one.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The Cruise Control with Damian Marley. I didn't like how and she was trying a little patois, but I was like,
Yeah. Didn't love.
Didn't land. It didn't land. Mm. It's
Yeah.
all right.
I appreciate the Jamaican appreciation of our culture, but
Right. But
just stick
And
to
I'm here
your
for artistic expression. Like I'm here for
yeah.
artists like trying different things.
True.
And sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't.
True.
You know.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's MC squared. E equals MC squared.
Okay. So we all picked
Mhm.
Daydream, huh?
Yes.
We did.
Okay. All right.
Rightfully so.
Right. True. Like true story.
As we should.
All right.
The hardest round for me.
Oh, was this the hardest one? Okay.
It was. These are my favorite albums. Like tied.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mhm.
listen, I'm gonna just with you saying that as
I'm
a
gonna show you
disclaimer.
too. Wait, 1 second.
Oh,
Favorite album.
Love.
oh, see,
Beautiful.
that is so beautiful.
Right?
I love
What a
that.
precious possession.
Favorite Mariah Carey album.
Yes.
Oh,
Love that.
well, see, you did this to yourself.
I
I
know,
get what
I
you're
know.
saying now. I get what you're saying now. You're like, why? How? How did I do
You
this to
should have
myself?
used a randomizer.
Girl. Now, I'm just as a disclaimer with you saying that. Now, Emancipation of Mimi, I like some of the songs on there, but it wasn't one of my absolute Mariah Carey favorites. Okay. However, I did like quite a few songs from Emancipation of Mimi. I realized as I was listening to it, but Butterfly is my choice. I'm gonna get into why. So
Okay.
Butterfly, we have Honey, Butterfly, Breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Love that song.
Look, my sister already been on. The Roof, Back in Time, and My All. Those were the singles. So for Emancipation of Mimi, we have It's Like That. Okay. We Belong Together. Shake It Off, which I freaking love Shake It Off so much. Get Your Number, Fly Like a Bird, and Say Something. So both of these are some heavy hitters, just like Shaleena was struggling with. Like, these were two awful albums to go up against each other.
I mean, horrible. Don't know why you would do this to us, but okay.
I mean, but okay, we got a job to do. So I did go with Butterfly. Okay. Breakdown. Done. The end for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So sister and I have talked in multiple episodes of our show about our love of Breakdown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Breakdown is probably one of my top 5 favorite songs in the history of my listening to music. Okay. So I kind of by default can't put an album over that because Breakdown, you just don't know. I was in high school when this album came out and when this song came out, and it was just unlike anything I had heard. Like Mariah with Bone, like I loved Bone from back when Thuggish Ruggish Bone came out my freshman year of high school. So them and Mariah together, and it came together so perfectly, like it could not have been more perfect, this song. It really couldn't have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I gotta go with Butterfly for that reason. Like Breakdown means entirely too much to me. Now Emancipation of Mimi, We Belong Together.
Mm-hmm. Who else am I going to lean on one time?
Right. I was like, ooh, but we belong together. Ooh. And what started making it hard was on Butterfly album, like she did a cover of The Beautiful Ones by Prince with Drew Hill. And I was listening to it and I was like, absolutely not to this cover. Because
you didn't like it?
I did not.
Oh, I'm here nodding like, yes, me too. Oh,
I did not. I did not like it. I was like,
okay.
Because The Beautiful Ones is like my second favorite Prince song. And I was like,
Okay.
But after a few lukewarm releases, okay, we know Emancipation of Mimi, that was her comeback album after the horrible things she went through starting in 2001 and on up. So this was her comeback album, and she did that. So I'm going to give Emancipation of Mimi its props, period. Like, it ain't even a thing where like, no, it wasn't good. No, it was great. It's Butterfly for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will have to disagree. So, Butterfly is fire. And again, I do love old Mariah. Butterfly's out in 97. That's prime Mariah time, I understand. Breakdown is unreal. It is a wonderful song. My All is on Butterfly, which is one of my absolute favorite Mariah songs. Honey, classic. That's also on Butterfly. Love Butterfly Down. Okay. It's wonderful. However, as I mentioned at the top of the episode, for me personally in my life, Emancipation of Mimi just was a part of my life. I'm sure I probably mentioned it in the first episode of our podcast, sister, when we talked about the soundtrack to our lives. And we basically talked about the songs that they're just integral to who we are at this point, right? I'm sure I mentioned it. If I didn't, I should have, because this album is just like so woven into my teenage existence that I can't not pick it. And also, I think Emancipation of Mimi is the only one that we're going to discuss today that I had already listened to straight through, and I like every single song. I know the words to every track on this album. I can sing this album from number 1 to number 14 right now if y'all got time. If you got time, I'll start at the top. So like, I have to pick Emancipation of Mimi. Is definitely just perfection in my eyes. She could do no wrong on this album. Freaking Stay the Night is my jam. Like, what's not my jam on this album? I don't know. Everything's my jam. Joyride is my jam. All of these are my jam. So like, I just have to pick Emancipation of Mimi. Love Butterfly Down. Emancipation of Mimi, I love Up, Down, and All Around. So all around. It is my choice. It is my choice. Yes.
Oh, great picks. I also chose the Emancipation of Mimi.
All right.
It was so hard though. Oh my gosh.
It's so hard. Like,
it's hard. This one was hard.
They are so fire.
Oh man. I think for me, just both albums are significant to her journey as an artist. Like, Butterfly was her breaking free from Tommy, Sony. I mean, I think Rainbow was her last album with Sony, and then Emancipation Mimi was just like, as you said, her comeback album. It was like, showed her resilience. Yes. But I think what made me choose Emancipation of Mimi is two things. I was also in high school when this album came out, and also I think this was the best-selling album of, what was it, that year?
I think it was. I think I do remember reading that of 2005.
I think that was the record. So I'm like, okay, maybe
biggest selling album that year.
I'll put that one. But yeah, Butterfly. I actually did an episode on Butterfly a couple years ago with another Mariah Carey fan, Dana. Yeah, this was my first Mariah Carey album that I owned. This album, as well as Emancipation Mimi, I could sing like word for word as well.
Word for word, sis.
Yeah. Ooh. My favorite songs, Breakdown as well. The Roof. Butterfly. I
Mhm.
love Butterfly. My All, Baby Doll,
Oof.
whatever you call. I did love the Beautiful Ones cover. I actually didn't know it was a cover until I did that episode.
Oh, girl. Oh.
Yeah. And I think in her book she says Prince wasn't a fan of the cover.
I believe
he liked
that.
another song
I
on this
I can
album.
see that. I can
Yeah,
see.
I think I remembering that correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you guys listened to when it was the 25th anniversary of that album? Did you listen to the extended, like the 25th version?
Oh, like the deluxe.
episode?
No.
I did not.
Ooh, she has a song on there, "The Roof" with Brandy.
Oh, with Brandy. Both of
Yeah,
them on the song?
yeah, Brandy is more the vocal, like the background vocals.
Oh.
But it's called "The Roof" slash "When I Feel the Need," I think.
Okay.
Oh man, and Brandy's
Sounds fire.
another favorite artist of
Yes.
mine. I love Brandy.
Yes.
So when both of them, I'm like, oh, they're both my favorite artists. They have a song together, even though Brandy's in the background and she has like a couple of, you could hear her voice.
Oh,
There's
I know
also,
you can hear her though.
yeah, there's a music
Mhm.
video of them too with that song on YouTube as well. But yeah, that's Butterfly. And then Emancipation of Mimi. This was when she went on tour for this one, this was my first Mariah Carey concert. I was in
Nice.
grade 10, or I think that was grade 10 for me.
Mhm.
I went with my sister and we had a ball. It was just so much fun.
Love that.
Boy.
Love it.
A concert moment we are always here for.
Yeah.
Yes.
And love all the songs. My favorite Mariah Carey song is on this album. So similar reasons to Missy, you said Breakdown was your favorite song. Fly Like a Bird is my favorite
Okay.
song. So I think that's
Okay.
also why the Emancipation of Mimi won that
True.
round.
I'm not mad at Fly Like a Bird at
song, gets me
Yes.
every time.
Because
Every
Mariah
time. It's
dig in your
so nice.
chest and everything when I'm like, girl.
Cause she did that gospel thing again with Fly Like a Bird, and it is something to it when she does that. Like, man,
When she does, like, ma'am.
it's
Be
beautiful.
cool, be easy.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Okay, so moving on to the last quadrant of this side, Rainbow versus Glitter and Charm Bracelet versus the remixes. The reason why I put the remixes is because she didn't have another album to
line up.
to line up. So I'm like,
Gotta throw something in there.
let me just put that.
Okay, so now did we want to say like what goes on to the finals? Did we go all the way through to the finals last time before we got moved to the next quadrant?
No, not yet. We did.
Okay. Or do we do semifinals?
So we do. Oh,
I think
sorry.
I think we
confused
picked
now.
which ones moved. I think we did pick which ones moved on after we.
So we need to decide between
Right.
like Daydream and Butterfly, or Daydream and Emancipation of Mimi.
Right.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me out with this. Yes.
No problem. No, girl, it's a lot.
Okay.
I mean, because we're talking about Mariah, it's a lot.
Right.
So in that first quadrant, I picked Daydream for the first round, Butterfly for the next two. So between Daydream and Butterfly moved on for me.
Okay. Good
I don't know
choice.
how y'all feel about that.
That's a good choice. I would have picked the same.
I don't know how I
so
feel,
that
but
one moved on.
It's your move, girl.
It's your move.
For me, so I had chosen Daydream and Emancipation of Mimi. And as you heard in my passionate discourse before, I'm choosing Emancipation of Mimi to move ahead.
Yes.
It has to.
I love it.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Same with me as well. The Emancipation of Mimi.
I love this.
Yes.
I love it all. Okay,
it.
so you got your first semifinalist, Butterfly, Emancipation of Mimi, and Emancipation of Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we go to the next quadrant between Rainbow and Glitter that you mentioned. So my choice, I'll start out, is now it's Glitter. Glitter is my choice. Now, I was surprised that Glitter was my choice. I was like, man, I don't even know Glitter, which I did not. Okay. I have not seen the movie, never listened to the soundtrack. Okay. Okay, right. So I listened and I was like, okay, Mariah. So let's look at the singles. So, Rainbow, we had Heartbreaker, Thank God I Found You, Can't Take That Away, Mariah's theme, and Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now, which is a cover. And you know the original, right, sister? It's by Phil Collins. Take a look at me now.
Yes.
There's just an empty space. Ooh, I love. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Always helps me when my sister sing a little riff.
Yeah, girl, because I be killing it. I be like, ooh.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know that for sure.
Like, I know that you singing it just how it go.
Sound just like him.
I sound just like Phil Collins. You understand? So I love that Phil Collins jam. When I tell you that is one of my favorite Phil Collins songs. Okay. And she did it. She did the cover justice. Okay. So I was like, all right. And then for Glitter, the singles, we have Loverboy, Never Too Far, Don't Stop, Funkin' for Jamaica, and Reflections, Care Enough. So I started listening to Glitter because I'm like, let me see. And I was like, okay, because that Loverboy remix with the Brat and Ludacris and 22 and Shauna, I was like, oh. Because see, Shaleena, something you got to know, me and my sister, when I tell you we're 10 toes down for Ludacris, it's like the love for Ludacris. Okay.
It's real. It's real.
It's very, very real. It's very, very strong. And if we with Nate Dogg and Ja Rule, now Nate Dogg is another one of my favorite voices from hip hop ever. And so I listened to that. I love Ja Rule too, I found out. Like, I feel like I knew that already, but I forgot.
Yes.
So I was like, okay. Last night a DJ saved my life with Busta Bus and DJ Clue and Fabulous.
Busta is crazy.
Busta Bus. And then she remade I Didn't Mean to Turn You On.
Yes.
By Sherelle.
Which I thought was, I didn't know it was a cover.
Yes. So, and
she talk about it too.
She absolutely did that. So I was like, well, let me go on and pick Glitter because it's hidden. It's got more jams on it for me than Rainbow did. So I think people clown Glitter, the soundtrack, because the movie was such a flop. And I don't think people were good at separating two different types of art. The soundtrack was great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So 17 years later, a campaign was launched, I'm guessing via social media. It went to #1 on iTunes, that soundtrack.
Yep.
So that's my choice. Glitter.
Love that.
Okay. For me, it is also Glitter. I didn't know really either of these albums, to be honest. From Rainbow, of course, I knew Heartbreaker. But that's really it. And then I saw Thank God I Found You on the track list, and I was like, hey, that's the jam. But then when I listened to it, I was like, this ain't the jam I thought it was gonna be. And so
the remix.
Right. Which we'll get to that. But I definitely thought I was gonna hear the remix, and I did not. And I was like, oh no, what a letdown. what a disappointment that it's not the remix.
Like,
no, this is just not what I want. And then I like the little How Much song with featuring Usher. That was cool too. Okay, so Rainbow had a few little bops. But Glitter, yeah, absolutely. Like it was very sample heavy, which I'm not mad at. I liked, of course, Loverboy with the cameo sample, Fire. Like the cover of the Sherelle song. Didn't mean to turn you on. Loved it. I thought at first, okay, because I didn't know the Sherelle song either, Shaleena. And so when I first started listening to didn't mean to turn you on, I thought it was sampling Prince 1999. Why does it sound like that to me? Is that connected or no?
Oh, it does give a little bit of Prince vibe. The original gives a little bit of Prince vibe too. It was that era.
It sounded like 1999, and I was like, "Is this sampling 99?" So I googled that, and then it definitely didn't say it was sampling 99, but it said it was a cover of the Sherelle song. I was like, "Oh, okay, well, it's something else." Cool. Either way, I like it. So yeah, Glitter is the winner for me too. Definitely some bops on there. I was here for it.
I'm here for it.
Love that.
Here for it. Also, never seen the movie though, so there's that.
Okay. I've seen the movie. Love the movie.
Okay.
I saw it way too young. I saw it in grade 5 or grade 6. It's like I had it on VHS. I don't think it's as bad. I watched it as an adult too, and I don't think it's as bad as people make it seem. But there's a chapter in her book, or like a section in the book where she talks about that era and how the movie was originally supposed to be more grittier. It had like a different plot to it. It's supposed to reflect. It's kind of based on her journey as an artist, but set in the 80s. And Tommy Mottola like really sabotaged. She shares the story of how he sabotaged the album and the movie.
Wow.
She's been working on the movie or wanted to do the movie since the 90s, but they kept like pushing it.
I can't wait to read that book. I'm reading so many things right now, but I can't wait.
Yeah. But I also chose Glitter as well.
Hey, 3 for 3.
It was really hard because like I put Rainbow and then I'm like I put Rainbow originally because I'm like it did do better than Glitter, but I think because of the circumstances with Glitter. But I love the 80s vibe with Glitter. I love it. I love it. With Rainbow, the songs I love on it are Can't Take That Away, Mariah's theme. Heartbreaker, the one with Debrat, Missy Elliott. That one's better in my opinion versus
the one with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
I think I like the Jay-Z one, but they're both fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bliss, that one is too high. Like the sound frequency with that one, I'm just like, I can't listen to this.
I can't.
It hurts.
It hurts. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like this one's save it for the dogs. I think they might like that one. No disrespect, but like they they're
but the frequency. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I feel like they could handle it, but not the human, not me. I can't.
Hey, that's so funny.
Still a beautiful song, but I can't. Vulnerability, the interlude, Cry Baby with Snoop Dogg. I like that one.
Yeah, that one was good too. I like that one.
I like her voice on that one. Glitter, the only song I don't like on Glitter is the one with Mystical.
Okay,
Sorry.
I didn't even give it a spin.
I didn't get to listen to that one.
I feel like it kind of ruins it.
Okay.
All right.
In my opinion.
I could see that maybe being the case. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah. But everything else, my favorite song on Glitter is Want You with Eric Benet.
Benet,
sorry. Benet. Loverboy, Lead the Way. I think that song that song has the record of her holding the longest note. I think that's the song she's ever sung the longest note.
Loverboy?
No, Lead the Way.
Lead the Way, okay.
Lead the Way, okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just love the vibe.
I mean, I'm loving the fact that we all pick glitter, because when I looked at this, I was like, really, I'm about to pick glitter. Okay. I mean, you know, I'm going to
Surprise,
pick
surprise.
right. I'm going to pick right. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick where I'm at, you know.
Yes. And
I
fun
love.
fact with these two, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis worked on both of these albums with her.
Love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I do remember reading that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mariah.
Yeah. All right.
We love you, girl.
So
are we on our last round? Well,
yeah.
our last whatever. I'm not a sports girl. I don't know what these
Me
rounds
neither.
are. Like I don't. This
Right.
first
I'm like,
one.
I don't know what you call these
Yes.
things. We're on the last one of whatever these are.
We
It's
on the
the
last
last one.
first one.
Yes.
It's the last first.
I know what you mean. Charm Bracelet versus the remixes.
Okay, so we made it to Charm Bracelet and the remixes. I had not heard Charm Bracelet. You know, I
Ooh.
hadn't.
Interesting. Okay.
But my pick between Charm Bracelet and remixes is the remix for me. And I know my sister already knew
I'm already knowing.
that I was going to
Okay.
pick the remixes. And the remixes, even though it technically wasn't an album, but like it kind of was, you know.
Mhm.
But so here's what got it for me. And I had to pull this up, like I had to manually search for it on Apple Music. I was like, why isn't this coming up under her albums? I had to like search for it. The second disc is what got it for me. So
Yep.
like the first disc was like all these club mixes, and I'm like, no, I don't like those. Like I don't like Mariah's voice with like these club techno mixes. I was like, these do not do well together for me. So it was the second disc though.
Army.
Charm Bracelet does not touch the second disc of this remix album. It does not, because we got Fantasy remix on there with ODB.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Mariah.
Go back like baby pacify.
Yes.
Oh no, lie. You know, no,
Baby, come
like,
on. Baby,
like,
come
bye.
on.
Yes.
Like the way I played that out in high school, I'm like, no. Was it high school? Was I still in high school?
You were, yes.
Okay. So, and then Always Be My Baby with the Brat and Escape. Like, that's the one, sister. You probably gonna touch on it. Let me know if you don't want me to say no more.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
So, Always Be My Baby. That's the one that samples SOS Band. Tell me if you still care on now. If you got that SOS Band sample,
Fire.
okay. Thank God I Found You, the Make It Last remix with Joe and Nas.
Now that's
Yes.
the one there. That's the
That's the
one.
one that you were searching
That's
on
the one I
Rainbow.
was looking for. Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
the
where?
one.
What is
Where
happening?
are Joe and Nas? Where are Joe and Nas?
I was very
So
lost
Joe
and
was on it, but you're
confused.
probably like, where's Nas?
Yeah, but I was like, but this is not right, though.
Oh,
It's
was
not
he on
right.
the original one too?
He was.
He
yeah,
is,
and
yeah.
He's on the
98
original.
degrees.
It's been so.
Yeah.
Oh right, at 98 degrees. Wow, it's been so long since I listened to the original one.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was skipping into the song, like, do the beginning just start like this and I forgot and maybe later it's going to turn into what I'm looking for? No, it didn't. I was like, what is wrong with this song? Man.
But like
Oh,
you
let me
gotta
down.
remember, like we were still in this era where like, so us that grew up in like the 80s and 90s or early 90s, when they would make those remixes, they would like be superior to the original. This was like so a normal thing that the remix would be way better than the original, to where you forget the original. Like, what did the original sound like?
Mm-hmm.
Breakdown is on this disc as well,
Mhm.
the second disc.
Yep.
Honey, the So Def remix, and Sweetheart with JD. I'm like, that's not Charm Bracelet. I'm sorry, it's not touching
Yeah.
that at all. And my sister know me; she know I love a remix. I'm gonna pick a remix every time.
My sister loves a remix. If any of your lovely listeners choose to check out our episodes, you pick any one of our episodes of My Sister's Jam and you will hear us say, my sister love a remix. I think we probably say it in every episode we've ever done, okay?
That's hilarious.
My sister love a remix.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Listen, we do need to put it on t-shirt. I make t-shirts. I'm going to do it.
Right, because where is the remix? Where is the art of the remix? I don't know. But that's my choice.
Love it.
Fair. That's fair.
Between Charm Bracelet and the remixes, following my sister's lead, the remixes. The remixes for all the same reasons she already said, so I can keep it short. I actually knew 0 songs from Charm Bracelet. I was like, what? I don't know why I was so lost. And before we did this podcast with you today, I thought I knew Mariah's music all the way. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a breeze. I don't got to prepare. I don't got to research. I don't got to do nothing. I'm going to just get on here and talk about what I already know. And then the whole time, I don't know. I was like,
whole time, stick to these albums with this.
And again, nothing was really grabbing me as I breezed through Charm Bracelet. I was like, well, I do also love a remix. And yeah, I mean, the remix album could have given me nothing other than that Thank God I Found You. And that would have still pushed it over the top for me because love that. Love that track. So, yep. And I like that Honey remix too on there. So,
right. Yeah.
Yep. The remix is taken home for me.
Nice. Okay. This one I chose Charm Bracelet.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Like, as I mentioned, this was, I think, my 4th Mariah album. Yeah, because I had Butterfly, Rainbow, Glitter. Yeah, Charm Bracelet. This one, similar to Glitter, I think, was not on people's radar because of, like, I think at this time she was with, I forget the record company.
Label?
Yeah, she went to a different one.
I think she went to Columbia.
Or was she with Columbia and then went to... Let's see.
I think she was with Sony to begin.
Oh, okay. No, wait. Are Columbia and Sony the same? Wait, hold on.
Girl, you got me because that's for the super music aficionados.
Hold on.
Which I am not.
Not at all.
Virgin Records.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Sony and Columbia are the same.
Oh, are they the same?
I remember reading. I think so. I could be wrong. I don't know why I think that. But yeah, Glitter and Charm Bracelet. Oh, so no, sorry. Charm Bracelet was a different label. But I think also, based on what I read from her book, Sony, I think the reason why her earlier albums were bigger, not only like the artistry, the lyrics, and her vocal performances, but also Sony or Columbia really pushed her. And like that's a big part of success of albums is when your record label push you. But I don't think Virgin Record did for Glitter, and the next record label she was on for Charm Bracelet, I don't think either they pushed her songs out. But and I remember either in an interview or in her book she mentioned for Charm Bracelet she didn't like the singles that they put out for her. Like the single for that one was Through the Rain, and she's like, I love that song, but I didn't want that to be the single for that.
So she had no creative control.
Yeah, but I would recommend giving it a listen again. Some notable ones. Yours, that one I love, that's my favorite one. The One with Jermaine Dupri. Clown, the lyrics, that one's really good. I like the chorus for that one.
Really? She's talking about somebody being
some dude a clown?
Yeah.
Okay,
You'll like that one, Missy.
Let me go back and listen to that.
Yeah.
Let me listen. I'll make a note.
Clown. I Only Wanted. That's a good one. That one gives me butterfly vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. I Only Wanted. I feel like that could be on there. My Saving Grace. It's really good. Bringing on the Heartbreak. That one's a bit more rocky. I think it's a cover as well.
Okay.
But it suits her voice. I like that one.
Okay.
It's like a
I do have a lot of listening to go back and do.
For sure.
fair. That's
We
okay.
ran out of time.
That's
So, like,
okay.
we couldn't, but like, I'm super intrigued because of
Awesome.
the fact that we didn't know like 7 of these albums. I was like,
Right. Slipping. I'm slipping.
Yeah, give Charm Bracelet another listen.
Another go. Okay.
Yeah.
Were we just not
Can
here
do.
for 2000s,
I
Mariah?
don't know where we was
just-
at.
I don't know. I don't know where we were at. I was like, where was I at? I don't even know. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So
Alrighty.
now
So we're in the
semifinals. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I got Glitter and the remixes in my semifinals. Okay. Or whatever this is,
Right.
whatever level this is. So what I chose to go on is the remixes.
Okay.
So
So
in my so in my whatever round this is, Butterfly and the remixes.
Okay. And those albums go well together because Butterfly with the rap features, remixes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For me, between Glitter and the remixes, the same. Remixes is moving forward.
So what you got? What you got in that? What you got in that semifinals? Somebody finals.
Emancipation of Mimi and remixes.
And
Emancipation. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And then for me, so Charm Bracelet versus Glitter. Glitter's moving forward.
Okay.
So I have Glitter and versus the Emancipation of Mimi in my semifinal. On
Okay.
this side.
All right. Okay. So with me, who is joining Mariah in the finals? Between Butterfly and the remixes, I had to go with the remixes.
Really?
I did.
Interesting.
So hard. It was so hard, but so many of the
Wow.
remixes were so there for me.
Are you sure? Well, you only saying that because Breakdown is on the remixes too.
Because that's what put over. But like them remixes though, I mean, Always Be My Baby. Thank God I Found You. Sweetheart. I love Sweetheart with JD. I don't talk about it enough, but I love that. Breakdown is on there, and it's one other remix on there that I love. But you're absolutely correct. Because Breakdown is on there, I'm like, well, let me just go.
Yep.
It's like the Christmas albums.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, Breakdown and put that over there. Yep.
Okay, so from this side, who's joining her debut album in the finals? I've drawn like a psychopath on my sheet of paper, so I'm like, wait, what am I choosing between? I'm choosing between Emancipation of Mimi and the remixes as to what's going to the finals. Most certainly Emancipation of Mimi.
Oh.
Okay.
Most certainly.
All right. So for me, in my finals is Music Box versus the Emancipation of Mimi.
It's getting tough, y'all. I don't like it.
That's so
and that's
hard.
the end of the episode. Thanks. Good night.
So much for doing it.
See you next
That's
time.
not it, y'all. Stay here.
Okay. So mine was fairly easy because Mariah Carey, that debut, nothing touches it. So that ended up being my winner. her debut album.
Okay.
And that was hard because it took me about a good 15 minutes to go ahead and decide on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love them remixes.
Understandable.
She gave her and JD and gave us some fire remixes. That was hard.
Let's give a clap for
Love it.
Thank
For the
you. Thank
debut
you.
album.
Missy's
Thank you.
winner, Mariah Carey. Woohoo!
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you. I made it.
For me, my winner, there's no surprise here, The Emancipation of Mimi. And was it hard? Yes.
Okay.
Because doggone Vision of Love can almost top everything that we've talked about. That one song can almost wipe everything out. But Emancipation of Mimi, I feel very strongly about albums I can play from top to bottom. And I mean, I like every song. I feel very strongly about those albums. There's a handful in my life that I'm like, this is it. I'm letting it ride the whole way.
It's rare.
And so Emancipation of Mimi wins for me because of that. Every song is a winner in my heart. So that is my winner for today. Emancipation of Mimi. Woo!
Okay. Clap for Camille's winner.
Yes.
I'm intrigued what your final answer is.
Okay. Mine is The Emancipation of Mimi as well.
Yes. Yes, a classic.
Oh, man. Yeah, that one. I feel like if I picked Butterfly would be the winner.
Really?
Yeah. For mine.
Wow.
Hard. This was a lot harder than I went in thinking it was going to be. I was like, well, it's going to be Mariah.
Right.
But like, as I was going through, I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Then this remix, this album, that almost tipped me over.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely challenging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with this catalog,
crazy.
How do you even pick? But we did it, y'all. We did it.
We did it, y'all.
We did. Yay. Thanks for playing with me. And
this was
a lot of fun.
So much for asking us to do this, girl.
Yes.
We had a ball.
I think
we had a ball.
Is my favorite episode.
I love it.
Yeah, like I just love music. I do talk about music on my podcast, but I want to do more episodes on music. But her being my favorite artist, and it was, for me, it was very interesting hearing her evolution in her voice, in her songwriting, in like the sound of her music. Very interesting, because I listen to these in order, one after the other, and I've never done that with any artist before, actually.
Oh, I bet that was interesting to do in order like that.
Yeah,
I like to do that with Beyonce and Destiny's Child. I've done it more than once. It's fun to do. It's fun to do.
Okay.
To watch an artist grow like that, like just back to back. It is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna try that. But Mariah was here, baby. If you don't learn anything from this episode, Mariah was here.
And she is that girl, and she been that girl.
Yes.
She been that girl. See, that's what people try to act like they forgot. Like, oh, she the Christmas queen.
No, she's
she
way
that
more.
too. But
exactly.
Girlfriend has been here since 1990 and 1991. So please get it right.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So before we wrap up and go, I just wanted to do a plug for one of my friends / podcast Big Brothers. So he has a new book out. I don't know if you guys heard of it or seen it.
Yes.
Okay.
That. Yes.
So Byron, also known as B, he's been on my podcast before. He made the vocabulary of Mimi, a dictionary that has all the words in her songs. It's on Amazon. Goodness. It's cheaper for Americans, but the Canadians is a bit more pricier, but worth it. But yeah, so like, I don't know if you guys could see.
Oh my goodness,
we
I love it.
Definitely been seeing that.
Yes, gotta get it. Gotta get it.
Okay, say less because I'm a book person. Yes. Sister, you
Yes.
might want that one too to go with your collection
I
of
think
books.
I do.
Because
I think I do
Because you
want
have
that.
some
Yes.
music books. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Love
have,
it.
is there any word that she uses that you could think off the top of your head that,
One I heard today in the song it features Mary J. Blige, but then she had it again in a time that didn't feature Mary J. Blige.
it's a rap?
Yeah. Acquiescent or something. I think she says that in that song.
Oh,
What
does
the
that start
heck
with an
does
E?
that mean? It starts with an A.
Oh,
Yep.
A.
AC.
Yeah, ACQ's
AC. Oh, it's in here. Okay. It means willing to accept something without protest.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Or
learn
to
something new
do
every
what
day.
So she's
someone
saying
else
go ahead and
wants.
accept that this is a rap. Okay. Yes.
Without protest. That part's
This is
important.
the end of our relationship. Yeah. Don't say nothing. It's
I
a
was
rap.
so how do you pronounce it?
Acquiescent? I think.
Acquiescent.
Yeah,
Yep.
that one.
Something
But
like
I
that.
learned my lesson. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
See,
man.
handy.
I've been seeing
It
that
is
book.
handy.
Like, let's study Mariah.
Need
So
that.
shout
need
out to
that.
B.
Shout out to you,
Yes.
B. Love that.
Okay, we're gonna have to go and add that to our library.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was so fun.
It really was. Thank you so much for having us. We had a
You're
blast.
welcome. You're welcome. And listeners, be sure to check out their podcast. Even though they're on, are you guys coming back anytime soon or not sure yet?
Not sure yet, but
Okay.
for those music lovers that are out there, we have like 30, I think we have like 35 episodes out there, sister.
Something like that.
Nice.
38, 30, something.
38, somewhere around there on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We had only switched to YouTube more recently, so there's only maybe about 10 there, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Mhm.
But they're great. They are fantastic. We talk about all kind of things, whether it's music, true crime. We did an Aaliyah
Yes.
episode. I think that one
Mm.
still has the most listens. Our favorite musical
Mhm.
family. She did the Jacksons. I did DeBarge family.
Okay.
Mariah, Stevie Wonder. We have done some good stuff.
producer-based ones. And I do recommend, if you're gonna start up listening to our podcast, start from the first episode, like you were just saying. You listen to all of Mariah's work from beginning to end, and you can see that evolution. Do that with our podcast. If you're gonna listen to our podcast, start from the beginning and see how we grow, because I think that's the best way to enjoy our show. If you'd
Love
be so
that.
kind.
Love that. Awesome.
And
All
we might be
right.
back. We might be back.
Oh,
Life-
yes.
Life be life. And so,
Yeah,
I'll be waiting for that.
Thank you
But
so
no
much.
problem. Thank you. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Be sure to rate and review this episode. And if you're listening on Spotify, feel free to chime in the comments. Let us know what you picked for your winner of the Best Mariah Carey album if you played along. And until then, take care.